Hello, this is Reporter Television, and I am Bethel Mikhail with the news today. The House of People's Representatives, HPR, is expected to elect a new Supreme Court president to replace the outgoing Tagani Gaitana, who resigned from his post citing health problems that render him unable to carry out his duties. 2 weeks ago, House Speaker Abadulla Gamada told the members of the parliament that his office has received a letter from the office of the Prime Minister stating that the Prime Minister Haile Mariam has accepted Tagani's letter of resignation. However, reports have also claimed that his resignation is associated with other factors, including lack of commitment in addressing good governance issues. Tagani was appointed by the late Prime Minister Meles Zenawi in 2009, replacing the former President Kamal Badri. Before he became president of the Federal Supreme Court, he had served as a judge both in High Court and Supreme Court. His term in his highest post lasted for 7 years. Tagani, who was a few months away from his retirement age, was born in Mattu Ilibabur zone of Oromia Regional State in 1961. Yonas Abi reported that Tagani graduated with an LLM degree in International Human Rights Law from the University of Essex, UK in 2002. A new report revealed that Eritrean diplomats and prominent nationalities of the Red Sea state are massively involved in human trafficking and smuggling activities in the Horn of Africa region. The report, prepared by the Security Sector Program ISSP of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development IGAD and the Nairobi-based Sahan Foundation, describes the illegal activities that are taking place from the Horn of Africa via Libya to Europe as a dangerous and organized illicit trade. The 39-page report entitled Human Smuggling and Trafficking on the Horn of Africa Central Mediterranean Route was made public on February 19, 2016 during a consultation meeting organized by the new ISSP office, which was opened in Addis Ababa. Matt Braden, chairman of the Sahan, summarized and presented the new report to the Addis Ababa-based diplomats and press. Braden indicated human trafficking between the Horn of Africa and Europe is run by a sophisticated and integrated international networks that derive massive profits from mass movement of thousands of migrants and refugees. The report reads that the principal smugglers and trafficking kingpins who dominate the central Mediterranean route are predominantly Eritrean in nationality, who reportedly collaborate with ethnic Somalis, Ethiopians, and Sudanese to ease border crossings. The report identifies some individual by name as John Habtu, also known as Obama, Habto Merhai, Ephraim Misgna, as key Eritrean nationals involved in smuggling and trafficking. The report also published a picture of Ephraim along with Yemane Gabraab, a senior Eritrean government official, during the latter's visit to Stockholm in 2012. Commander Abebe Mulune, director of the ISSP, who chaired the meeting, said human trafficking is an issue related to security that demands concerted efforts from members of the IGAD region and international community. According to Yemane Nagash's report, the attendees expressed the urgency and need for international collaboration to respond to the problem. Some even demanded the Security Council to pass a resolution against the officials and criminals involved in the smuggling. The controversial Chinese multinational and supplier of health and wellness products, Tienz, said that the recent allegation of improper business practice that prompted the Ministry of Trade to place a ban on its business license in Ethiopia is a product of severe misunderstanding. The Chinese conglomerate hopes that the dispute will be resolved in days, while the Trade, Competition and Consumer Protection Authority of Ethiopia announced that it has launched an investigation to look into the allegation of illegal trade practiced by Tienz, specifically running a pyramid scheme. Mekonnen Werku, deputy head of administration for TN's Ethiopia, told the reporter that though the company had received a letter from the Ministry of Trade concerning its trade practice in Ethiopia, but found the letter to be unclear and had asked the ministry for further explanation. Authorities accused TN's of running a pyramid scheme in Ethiopia, especially with regards to its network marketing strategy. The government prohibits elaborate pyramid schemes in Ethiopia via Trade Practice and Consumers Protection Proclamation number 685/2010, which states that applying or attempting to apply a pyramid scheme of sale is prohibited. An official at the Trade Practice and Consumers Protection Authority, who wants to stay anonymous, told our reporter Jonas Abi that the system doesn't add value. It only sucks money from people's pocket and transfers it to very few. And finally, sports. The 5th Arab Emirates Championship is scheduled to take place on Sunday at the German school. Over 11 teams are expected to take part in the championship, which is part of the 55th and 25th National Day and Liberation celebrations of the State of Kuwait. On Monday, February 15, in a press conference held at the Embassy of the State of Kuwait, Ambassador Rashid Al-Hajri said that senior officials of the Ethiopian government and different Arab diplomats will take part in the match. According to our reporter Dawit Tolosa, the Embassy of Kuwait announced that the championship invaluable in creating mutually benefiting bilateral ties between Ethiopia and Kuwait, as well as Ethio-Arab and Afro-Arab relations. Week 10 of the Ethiopian Premier League EPL action will resume over the weekend with second-placed Adama City hosting Hadiya Hosanna on Saturday. While Saturday's matches will see league leader St. George entertain Commercial Bank of Ethiopia CBE and Defence Force play against Walaita Dicha in front of home fans. The Horsemen will face city rivals Bank on the back of a thrilling encounter in the African Champions League first leg match against St. Michael of Seychelles. The Horsemen were on the score sheet on the 16th minute after Adana Girma's strike found the net for the second time, with Bahailo Asafa scoring in the 43rd minute. St. Michael, who was down by 2 goals, suffered another setback after Nigerian striker Godwin Chika sealed the deal in the 80th minute in his debut match. The Horsemen will next face the 7th-placed CBE, aiming at securing all 3 points and stay on top of the table. Second-placed Adama City will face newcomers Hadiya Hosanna at the Ababa Bekila Stadium in Adama. The other Ethiopian Premier League match, which was played on Thursday, saw Sidama Coffee shock Ethiopian Coffee in a game that ended 2-1. With 17 points, Sidama Coffee is placed 4th, while Ethiopia Coffee, after suffering another defeat, is placed in the second level of the table with 11 points. In another match, Dashin Beer travelled to Arba Minch and returned after a goalless draw, as Dawit Tolosa reported. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. For detailed information and exclusive interviews, make sure to visit the website thereporterethiopia.com.